Hey, I'm Shaille and this is MusicCraft Mod Showcase. This mod adds a lot of different musical instruments to your game, so you can play while you play. And alright, let's get to the point. Let's start with the word generator stuff. So first off, in planes, and I had to search for planes for so long, there are new types of trees spawning, the music trees, which give you the musical tree leaves, musical tree log, musical tree sapling, so you can grow new trees, and musical tree planks. These two are used in most of the crafting recipes of the musical instruments, and the leaves, they do work. They do nothing. They work like simple leaves. I mean, they can give you saplings or apples. This is not a structure. A structure that spawns in the plains is the small stage. It can spawn empty, but you can also find different musical instruments inside. It's always equipped with one glowstone, so if you don't like visiting Nether, you can search for some stages and gather some glowstone dust. Alright, I will get to the instruments later. Let's concentrate on the recipes at now. Alright, so those three are the most basic ones. You will need to use them in a lot of instruments. So let's get to the point. If you use 3 iron ingots lined like this, you will get 3 strings actually, which are used in instruments like cello, I think, or violin, and for piano. This is the crafting recipe for cast iron, which is used, well, almost everywhere. As you can see, this is an iron ingot and coal, not charcoal. It has to be coal. And if you combine 2 cast iron together, you will get a pack head that's used in the heads of guitars and violins. Alright, the first category is the piano instruments. So first off, you will need 6 cast irons and 3 strings to craft a cast iron plate, and 3 gold ingots to craft 3 pedals. Then using your cast iron plate and surrounding it with the musical tree planks, you will achieve a small piano. And then using the small piano, as well as some cast iron, musical planks and pedals, you will get a normal piano. And the last on the list is crafted using the cast iron plate, 2 cast irons, musical tree logs, the black ink, and 3 pedals, and that's the way you get the grand piano. It's getting dark. I don't like it when it's dark. For this mod I am using not enough items, as well as Optifine and some other mods that are actually not visible. Alright, so the next category is drums, and this is the most basic recipe for a single drum. You will need 2 colors of your chosen type, as well as some leather on top, and colors. I'm still focusing on that, dice, I mean. And 4 iron ingots to get the blue drum. I mean, that's if you use the lazurite, lapis lazuli, yeah, that's what it's called. If you use rose red, you will get the red drum. For black drum, you need the ink sac. For green drum, you of course need the cactus green, and using the dandelion yellow, you will get a yellow drum. Then using 5 golden nuggets, you will get a symbol, and by combining 2 iron ingots in this manner, you will get a cymbal mount. And of course, to play drums, you will also need drumsticks, which are pretty logical in the crafting recipe. And then combining it all together, 2 cymbals, 2 cymbal mounts and 5 drums, you get the drum kit, the blue drum kit if you use the blue drums, and of course red if you use red, black if you use black, and so on. Then we have the organs. I guess that's organs. First off, you will need to combine 6 cast iron in this manner to achieve organ pipes, and then combining 3 organ pipes and 5 musical logs and 1 musical planks, you get the organs. The last musical instrument of the piano family is the keyboard, which you craft using cast iron, iron ingot, and redstone dust. Just like this. Then turning around, we get the cello stand. It's crafted using a lot of cast iron and an iron ingot. Then by combining 2 strings, 1 iron ingot, and a lot of the musical planks and logs, you will get the cello body. And combining that 2 together, you will get the cello whip stand. This is the only way you can use it. You can't use it on this stage. It actually has to be this. It has to be stood on the ground, and then you right click it to get it. I will get that later. The next thing are guitars, and those come in 2 flavors, that is guitar and bass guitar. This is the crafting recipe for a guitar head, the blue one, headstock. You need to get 4 pegs, 3 planks, musical planks, and dye of your desired color. Of course, you need to use blue for blue, red for red, and so on. Then let's get creative for now. This is the crafting recipe for a bass headstock. It's a little bit different than the one for the normal guitar, and it only comes in black. So no colorful bass guitars for you. The guitar neck is the same for both guitar and bass guitar, and is made using 3 strings and surrounding wooden musical wood planks. Then for the guitar body, you will need to form a V out of the musical 3 planks, then add some white dye, an iron ingot, and a dye of your desired color, blue in this case, or red for red, and so on. And for a bass guitar body, you actually get only 1 color option, so you need to form an L and another 2 musical planks, and an iron ingot in the middle, blue dye on the top, and black dye in the lower right corner. And that's how you get the bass body. The stand is the same for a normal guitar and a bass guitar, and it goes like this. This is the cast iron, of course. And then combining all of these together, I mean the stand, the guitar body, the guitar neck, and the headstock, you will get a guitar with a stand. All of the components must be of the same color, I mean the headstock and the body. And the same goes for the bass guitar, only you need to use bass guitar parts. Another useful item for guitars is the amplifier, which you craft using 5 cast iron, 2 black dice, a redstone dust, and the glowstone dust. I'm sorry. Alright, so another category is violins. And of course you can't play a violin without a violin bow, so that's the crafting recipe for it. The cast iron, 2 sticks and 2 strings. And that's how you get a violin bow. Then you will need a violin head stock. Yep, that's actually a peg box. You'll need 4 pegs and 3 musical planks to craft that. For the violin neck, you need 3 strings, 2 ink sacks, and 4 musical planks. And by combining 6 musical planks and an iron ingot, you will get the violin body. And then putting cast iron in this manner, you will get a violin stand. And at last, combining all of this together, just like with the guitar, you will get violin with stand. The next category is the xylophone, and for that you need a wooden bar, 3 of them, which you craft using just the wooden planks like this, the musical wood planks, I mean, and then using the drumsticks, which we craft using 2 sticks, as you can probably remember, and a cobblestone. You will get xylophone sticks. And then crafting the xylophone, you need 4 wood bars, 4 cast iron, and a golden ingot, and you get a xylophone. For the trumpet, you need 4 gold ingots and 3 gold nuggets. You get the trumpet. Then you need the stand for it. It's just 4 cast irons. And you form a tripod with them. And then putting the trumpet on the stand, you get trumpet with stand. And the last one, the sax. You craft putting gold ingots and gold nuggets in this way. You get the saxophone. And then combining the trumpet stand with another cast iron, you will get the saxophone stand. And combining these 2 together, you will get saxophone with stand. Alright, so after you've crafted everything, you don't want it to just sit around like this. You want to play it. So let's start with the most basic one, the small piano. To play the piano, you just need to approach it and then right-click it. The interface will jump up, and now you can choose whether you want to play with your mouse by just clicking certain keys, or if you want to switch to your keyboard by clicking this tab. Now you can use, as you can see here in black, though after I click it, it will be in gray and red. These are the keys on your keyboard that work as the keys written here. So you can click Q or W or E or R or whatever you want to. You leave. The piano is the same as the small piano, only the only difference is that you can hold left shift to use pedal. The pedal works just like a normal pedal does, that is, it prolongs how the sound is, it lengthens the sounds well, sound. For example, if you hold the pedal and use Q, it doesn't end abruptly, like in this case. Just it stays longer. The grand piano is the same. It has the pedal as well, only it has a greater scale. Same goes for organs. You need to approach it, right-click it, and you can play it just like the piano. Same goes for keyboard. And for xylophone, though, we will need certain objects for that, items. So to play the xylophone, you need to approach it with xylophone sticks in your hands and right-click it. And it works just like in the piano. Alright, then to play the drums, you need drumsticks. You approach the drum set kit and you right-click it with the sticks. The interface jumps up, and again, you can either play with your mouse or you can switch to your keyboard, in which case you have the certain keys that are responsible for all the tabs here. For example, you can hit T or F or kick with the spacebar. Alright, so let's get the sax and trumpet first. To play the sax, you need to approach it, right-click it to hold it, and now you're holding it, even though it disappears sometimes. And now to play it, you need to hit the H key on your keyboard, and the same interface jumps up as with the piano, and you can play it with your mouse or your keyboard. That was the most beautiful sound I've ever made. Alright, we can leave it on the stand the same way we took it, that is right-clicking. Same goes for trumpet. We need to equip it, and now to play it we need to click N on the keyboard, and it works the same as the saxophone. And now the violin, you need to approach it, right-click it to take it, and then if you want to play it while holding it, you just have to switch to violin bow and just right-click it right now. I mean right-click anything. And the interface jumps up, and it's a little bit different than the piano one, and I will get back to it in a moment. To play the cello, you just have to approach it and right-click it, because the cello is too big to actually hold it in your hands. And the same interface jumps up as with the violin. I will get to that in a moment. If you want to play the bass, you have to approach it, take it with your right click. It disappeared. Alright, it's here. It is here, I can sense it. And to play it, you need to hit B. And again, the same interface jumps up. You can also leave the interface by clicking escape. Alright, so let's put it back. And now let's concentrate on how to use the guitar interface. You will take the guitar by right-clicking it. And now to enter the interface, we will need to hit the G as in guitar. And now, as you can see, it's the same interface as with violin, cello, and the guitar. The bass guitar, though it has one more button here, toggle strings. So playing it with your mouse is easy. You can just click it and it does the sounds. And toggling strings is because there are 4 tabs here, I mean 4 rows of tabs, while a guitar has 6 strings. So you need to toggle strings to get to the lower tones. But if you want to play with your keyboard, this is actually pretty tricky, because first off you need to switch your numerics on. And now playing the strings, I mean pushing the strings or drawing the strings is made by clicking numeric 7 or 4, 1 or 0. But if you want to alter the sound by holding frets, you will actually need to read the description here, and if you want to get 7 with an altered sound of the 3rd fret, you will need to hold 4 and then hit 7. For the same sound effect with 4, you will need to hold R first and then 4. F first and 1, and V first and 0. If you hold R and let's say hit 1, it doesn't do anything. This is the unaltered sound of this string. And if you toggle strings, it's the same, only the tones are lower. So again, for pushing strings, 7, 4, 1 or 0, and for holding frets, we'll concentrate on 4, W, E, R, T, Y, U, I, O, and P. And the rest goes as written here. Oh, and of course you can press 2 on your numeric keyboard to toggle strings on your keyboard. We will leave it now. Oh, of course, I forgot. Amplifier. Amplifier is a fun thing because you can turn it off, on. It was turned off right now. And if you turn it on and are within 4 blocks range of it, playing your guitar will have a different sound effect. So let's enter the guitar interface again. As you can see, it's distorted. And let's play any sound. For example, oh, no, not this one. For example, as you can hear, it has a different sound than before. It sounds more metallic. And if we get out of range or turn the amplifier off, the sound goes back to the normal guitar sound. Oh, and of course I forgot, the keyboard has different sound effects. You can play it with the effect first, or second, you change it by just clicking on it. Third, and fourth. This sounds more like the organs. The organs have this sound. Alright, so that's about it. The mod is pretty fun, especially in the multiplayer mode. Well, some of these instruments do not work in multiplayer, especially those with special interfaces. Those interfaces that are opened with G or B or something like this. But you can always play the piano with your friends. Alright, so thank you for watching. I hope you found this showcase useful and that I somehow cleared the topic for you. If you have any questions or any problems, just write it in the comments below this video, and I will try to help you the best way I can. So see you next time.